Hello everyone and welcome to the Starseed Dragon channel. This is our monthly reading for the sign of Sagittarius for the month of January. So I am using the Phantom Wise Tarot and I'm clarifying with the Tarot of Trees. I've recently reviewed these two decks, so if they interest you, check out the review. Other than that, let's get started. We have the Five of Swords, clarified by the Three of Cups. The Knight of Wands, clarified by the High Priestess. Justice, clarified by Strength. The Ten of Cups, clarified by the Fool. The Four of Pentacles, clarified by the Nine of Swords. The Seven of Pentacles, clarified by the King of Pentacles. Death, clarified by Justice. The Queen of Pentacles, clarified by the inverted tree, which is the Hanged Man, okay? So you have two Justice cards, and you have the King and Queen of Pentacles, which implies divine counterparts, right? So if you're single, you may encounter your divine counterpart at some point, right? There are three number twos on the board, and two talks about balance. 2 times 3 is 6, and 6 is about generosity, equal give and take, victory, the home. So 2 and 6 may be serendipitous for you in the month of January. And you have 7 major arcana on the board and 4 earth elements. So earth element has everything to do with our material world and our surroundings in the material realm. So health, wealth, physical connections with others, right? Everything to do with our experience here on this earth world, right? And major arcana has to do with major events and situations in our lives that will not go unacknowledged. And I don't know where I put my glasses at. Hold on just a second. Okay, found them. Okay. I don't know why I walked off with them, but so there we have it. So while I was meditating over these cards, I got that overcoming changes and challenges have provided you with the opportunity for growth and expansion. You've quickly learned the necessary skills needed for you to balance the scales in your favor. Your anxieties and worries about your material abundance have all been for naught after introspection about where you started to where you are now, which gives you the skill to transform your life and take a different perspective of to take a different perspective, and you now have the faith in yourself to leap forward and leap toward your own happily ever after, whatever that may be for you, right? We all have different perspectives of what our own personal happily ever after is. And you will enjoy the fruits of your labor with fairness, balance, and confidence. Now, it's a wondrous thing, right? The year 2023 for the collective energy is going to be full of new beginnings, and you know, you're no exception, Sagittarius. It's one of those things. I do see here this Four of Pentacles clarified by the Nine of Swords, that there has been worry and anxiety over your material world, right? So the Four of Pentacles, Pentacles is earth energy, and it has everything to do with our material realm, right? And the number 4 is about solid foundations and stability. The Nine of Swords implies anxiety and, sleepless nights, right? Over these material items, this material realm of yours. However, this is all for naught. These are all up in your head. Swords is air element, and it's has everything to do with the mind. So, and the 9 is about knowledge, wisdom. It represents being a teacher or mentor and nearing completion, right? So just keep going forward. These anxieties are all for naught, because as you see here, the lessons that you've learned with these changes and challenges have brought you into a mindset of growth and expansion. You've learned the things that you've needed to learn strategically, right? Swords is about the mind. 5s are about changes and challenges, right? The 3 of Cups, Cups is water element, and it's about emotions. And the number 3 is about growth and expansion, okay? It's one of those things where sometimes you may not win in a challenge or a change, and you may not feel like you're winning, but if you alter your perspective, altering your perspective, you will walk away with a lesson, right? So you won't, even if you feel like you failed at something, you can always win by walking away with the lesson that was learned, right? Was that saying, if you, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results? You've learned that, with these challenges and changes, you've learned and grown from those experiences and learned those lessons, right? To achieve the ability to transform yourself. With the Death card, it's about transformation, right? In a fair and balanced way. With the Justice card, this is major arcana. Both of these cards are major arcana, so major situations and events in our lives. This transformation is going to happen, whether you acknowledge it or not. It's happening, right? And that's a good thing. People don't always like changes because we get comfortable in, in habitual ways, right? It's one of those things where you have to learn that lesson, and until you're comfortable with that lesson and gain that confidence in it, you're not going to move any farther out of it. But you do have the strength to do so, and you have learned those lessons, and you've learned them quickly. Sagittarius is a mutable sign, and it's very movable and go with the flow kind of intentions, right? That's the energy that Sagittarius has. You have the strength to go forward in a just and fair way, in a very balanced way. Oops. As I just throw things around, and once you go about doing that and, gain that confidence, here we are over here, taking that leap of faith, because you have faith in yourself and your abilities. This 10 of Cups will be yours, that happily ever after, right? The completion of something, emotional stability, emotional happiness, emotional fulfillment, right? The Knight of Wands, clarified by the High Priestess, indicates that, you have a deep knowing that, you've learned things rather quickly, and It may have been that you've had to, right? There are many situations where you have no choice but to learn things quickly, but you're very passionate about it. Wands is fire element, and it has to do with action and building and creativity, intuitive nudges, passion, right? You have to be passionate about what it is that you're doing. The knights are the messengers of the court cards. So they're bringing messages forward, right? And that intuitive, deep knowing is something that other people don't know or understand, right? Because that's what the high priestess is. She's an oracle that is able to move around in back and forth between the veil, and she gets answers from across the veil and brings them back. So, and no one else knows how to do that. So that's why she's so mysterious, right? It's not that they can't do it, it's that they don't know how, right? And this Seven of Pentacles, clarified by the King of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles, this is introspection. Seven represents introspection. Pentacles, earth element, right? So I love how they did this in this deck, how he's sitting in the tree counting all of his pentacles. He planted this tree, right? He watched it grow, he nurtured it, and now he's sitting in the tree counting all of his little pentacle fruits to go within and become introspective within himself, to see if, to judge, really, whether or not his labors are going to be harvested in a beneficial way, if the hard work that he has done has been worth it. And this King of Pentacles, the king, right? The authority figure, the abundant one, the one that has it all, right? Implies that, yes, indeed, this route is that this person on this card took was actually worth the labor and the hard work that was put in, right? So reaping those rewards coming towards you. It's going to be a rather prosperous month, and, you know, just keep going and plugging away. Know that you've learned your lessons, and, you know, move on from that. That transformation is taking place, and it's going to be in your favor with this Justice card, right? So we've got some super attractors. Let's see what we got. You've got the, so far, I'm not completely done with all of the readings, but so far you've gotten the most oracle cards. So let's see what we got. The universe has big plans for me, and it's time to claim them. That is for sure, Sagittarius, for sure. And then we got, when I'm tuned in to the energy of abundance, I become abundant. 100% true, right? And I like how that card really reminds me of this Seven of Pentacles, right? And then we have, I believe I'm worthy of feeling good. Absolutely gorgeous and true, right? Absolutely 100%. And then we got a Wisdom of the Oracle card, a change in the wind, number 12. And let's see where the Oracle is, because there is an Oracle hidden in every single, oh, there she is, right there. There's the Oracle, see her? She's hidden in every single one of the cards in the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. So let me read number 12. A change in the wind. That is for sure. That's your death card, right? A change in the wind. Number 12. Let me find it. past it. Okay. 11. 12. A change in the wind. Essential meanings. A sense that unseen change has been initiated. Preparation for a storm. Awareness that your plans are not on firm ground. Feeling a shift. Uncertainty about which direction the winds will blow. The oracle's message. It's human nature to yearn for certainty and resist change, to want the world to remain consistent like a zebra's stripes. Yet nothing in human experience is black and white, nor will anything remain static. The one thing guaranteed is change. There is a time of transformation as outer conditions are temporarily moving out of sync with your desires and expectations. Stay the course and remember that even storms serve to clear the air, scatter seeds, and nourish the soil for better things ahead. Life is about to get interesting. Anticipate it with curiosity as you wonder what is coming in on the shifting winds. The unknown is where the magic lies. Relationship message. Relationships go through periods where partners seem out of sync with each other, and stormy emotions and moods threaten to take down the ship. Perhaps someone has a change of heart and leaves. These rough seas offer opportunities for mutual growth, a way for you to understand your own heart better and to know what you need to be truly happy. Rest assured that whatever is happening now, good will come from it. Take temporary shelter and remove yourself from drama. The air will clear and everything will be fresh and new again. This too shall pass. Prosperity message. As you endeavor to create a prosperous life, you may encounter unexpected reversals that cause you to shift directions. This is a good thing, so there is nothing to fear. Perhaps an opportunity you sought went to someone else. Perhaps you've pursued something that you suddenly realize is not in your highest good. You might not be 100% clear on where you need to go, but you are certain that things are not going as planned. Circumstances are not in your control right now. Wait it out. All will be well. Even better, actually, trust. This prosperity message actually reminds me of this Four of Pentacles clarified by the Nine of Swords. Stressing out over things that you don't have any control of is just going to cause you all kinds of anxiety and stress, right? Don't worry about it. It's all gonna turn out just fine, because you know what is meant for you is never going to pass you by. Okay, so we got two of these. We got two of these into the lonely woods. Our first one is number 16, a time for healing. I just love these cards so much. I know people get tired of me saying that, but I love them. He's so beautiful. Let me read 16 before we go to the next one. A time for healing. At times, amidst the travails of the world, we find ourselves keening for the soft touch of the healer, of one who knows the right way to bring back to life the dimming light within our souls. The healer's touch may feel far from you, but if you take a moment and allow the ancient ones to come to you, you will feel a tender hand upon your brow, offering you the energy of the universe. Allow yourself to be restored by this ancient form of blessing and healing. Even if human hands are far away right now, imagine, close your weary eyes. Know that the ancient ones are with you, and let them reweave the fibers of light that make you into the being of radiance. You so truly are. Amen, Sagittarius, right? And then let's see. Oh, I love this one. Number 25. Death moves amongst us. Isn't that something? I just love this artwork so much. Dan May is so talented. His artwork just really sings to me. It really, really does. I hope it sings to you too. Okay, number 25. Death moves amongst us. With the full expression of this life comes the knowledge that death walks among us. Within every breath and every step dwells the mortality so many fear. Do not deny this ending. Honor those who have left this life with ceremony, ritual, respect. Acknowledge that they are no longer here in the same way, for there will be many deaths in your life. Learn to live with this truth so that death is not a fearful enemy, but a gateway to another life. You have been so many forms. Before we can become again, we must pass through death's gateway and let our souls wander free for a time. We can then wisely choose what comes next on the path of the soul. Isn't that something? I love it. What a great message. That's a wonderful card too. And that is your reading. You're going to have a great, wondrous, adventurous January, Sagittarius. If this sings to you, I'm glad that it sings to you, and only take the parts that sing to you. If it doesn't sing to you, let it be. It's not meant for you. I highly suggest that you watch the other videos to see if they might resonate with you better. Because these aren't meant for just sun signs. It's just the sign of, right? I don't designate a sun sign or a Venus sign or rising or anything like that. It's just the sign itself. Take those things that sing to you from these energies and leave the rest, right? These are general readings, so it's not always going to hit your heart, right? So if you are wanting something to hit your heart, check out the other readings, the other zodiac readings that might apply to something in your chart, and see if one of those might sing to you. Other than that, I hope you have a very, very happy New Year, and I will see you on the next video.